So we're back. We actually finished the episode, but Martin felt like in the break between us ending the episode and now starting a new episode, he feels like we should talk about something controversial. So
yes, we need some geek talk.
So what geek talk do you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about a very important subject here.
Okay, all right.
Why do all the bad guys in the Star Wars movies, and really also in Andor, why do they need to have those goddamn British accents? Enough. Every villain has a British accent.
Not everyone, but a lot of them do.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's regional also British accent. It's like, suddenly there's a thug, the stormtrooper thug, and he has this Cockney accent. As if you're a stormtrooper, you gotta have a Cockney, like, thuggish accent? Why?
I don't know. I think in the Star Wars mythos, when you go over to the dark side, you automatically have an English accent. Except for Darth Vader does not.
And Emperor Palpatine doesn't.
That's true. Then I guess if you're super evil, you don't. Just the mid-level evil.
Well, in Andor, all the little peons that are working for the Empire, they're not. They have British accents too. It's like the world, the entire galaxy's been invaded by England. They took over the entire galaxy and educated everybody. And now
perhaps it has to do with where they shot the series and the movies.
I don't know. I think it's. I would like to have some answers.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, Jedis don't have. Well, yeah, Jedis have British accent too.
Some of them do.
Liam Neeson, British. What's his name? Obi-Wan.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, British.
Yeah.
Right. Yoda was not British. Yoda was.
No, he was American.
He was American from Chicago, maybe. No. Or Frank Oz. Where is he
from?
Frank
Oz. Probably. Was he Midwest? No. Harrison Ford was from Chicago area.
Mark Hamill was from where?
I think California.
California.
Oz is from the UK.
It's from the. Oh, geez, sorry, Frank Oz.
No.
From the UK.
Yep. No.
He must have been born there and then.
Again, another.
Because he didn't. He never had. I never heard him with an accent.
So again, another Jedi with the Force, another British.
Yeah, strong with the Force, huh?
Yeah, the villain's also Vincent Price, right? He was British. Is he British? No, Vincent Price. Who? No,
Vincent Price.
No.
Vincent Price.
I mean,
Christopher Lee.
Christopher
was
Lee.
English. Yes.
British. Again, British.
Yes. And actually, Ian McDermott's English as well, even though his character isn't.
We're talking about
the Emperor.
The Emperor.
Oh, he's an English actor.
All right. So the only Jedi that's not English is Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
That's why he's relegated to some, backward.
No,
planet.
Anakin's not English either.
Oh yeah, he's
young
American.
Anakin and old Anakin is American.
Is American.
I think it's just.
I don't know.
They get good actors. If they're English, they're English.
Are you saying there's no good American actors that can play in Star Wars? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just looking at what happened. I'm not saying that's not possible.
I'm saying they should make an effort and try to, you don't
equal opportunity. You're looking for equal opportunity American actors.
Accent. Is there any French accents in any of the Star Wars movies? No. Nobody's French. It's like the French were decimated and they were not allowed to go into outer space and colonize anything. Anyway,
it's the Empire. Who was the great imperial colonial power over the last hundreds of years?
England.
So that's it. That's all about.
I don't know if that is actually connected. It is an interesting historical reference. As Star Wars was originally written, there was an analogy for Vietnam.
It was?
Yeah.
All right, another question for the public out there. Controversial question about Star Wars, because I really want to know about this one. The TIE fighters look like they're solar powered, because they look like they have solar panels.
That's right.
And then all the rebellion look like they're fuel powered, like they have. So maybe it's about oil, this whole thing. It's like you got to feed the oil. The rebellion wants to they're focused on oil, and the Emperor is really focused on renewable energy.
That's right. So the Emperor is actually the
good guys.
The ones that are
the green.
The green guys aren't the good guys, though. Maybe that's what George has been saying all along.
Or he was just telling us that maybe the rebellion are not the good guys. I don't know. I'm just asking the public out there.
But I would say most people, when they watch that film, they see themselves as the good guys, whether they're the good guys or the bad guys. In any film that you watch, you always visualize yourself as the good guys, even if, like nowadays in the American political scene, both sides of the Democrats and the conservatives, I won't get into political, but everyone sees themselves as the good guys, right?
Yeah.
Because that's your perspective. So it's just how these
Until you
these
blow
movies are
up
made.
planets.
But the good guys in the film don't blow up the planets.
Well, I mean, in Star Wars they do.
The bad guys do.
The bad guys do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like.
But what I'm saying is everyone sees themselves as the good guys.
Can you
Nobody
see
sees themselves as the bad guy.
Can you see yourself as a good guy when you blow up a planet?
That's not what I'm saying.
I know that's not what you're saying, but I'm trying to say. I'm asking you that question.
Of course not.
All right, so nobody in the Star Wars, all the
But what I'm saying is that everyone sees themselves as the rebels.
yeah.
But the rebels themselves are breaking against the norm, right? But the norm is shown to be clearly evil. I mean, we shouldn't be getting into
No, it's true. But the Empire put order in the galaxy. Really, what bad has the Empire done at first in Star Wars? They've got.
No, I mean, they take away choice.
Do they? You still have choice on Tatooine. You can go in a bar and drink. Unless you're an android, a robot, you
That's
can't
right.
go.
Yeah. I mean, we have clearly slavery is happening in the Star Wars universe with the robots, with the droids.
Is it really slavery with the droids?
If they're self-aware,
If you
sure.
program them to like it, it's not slavery.
Yeah,
if there's an enjoyment-
it doesn't matter if slavery. The definition of slavery is not if you like being a slave, you're not a slave. That does not how it's not how
Or
it
maybe
works.
for an alien race, us eating is horrifying, and they go, "Oh, these poor slaves! Look, they're forced to eat."
That's right, because our morals are different than aliens would be. Sure.
Or because we enjoy eating.
But we are creating Star Wars from a human perspective so that we can.
Now, nice going down the Star Wars rabbit hole. All right, another question then.
Do we have any viewers?
Yeah, 17.
Oh, hey, wow! All right, guys. Well, we're just bullshitting here. So
No, but it's good bullshit.
okay.
All right. Is light speed? All right, here's my big question. This is really upsetting. All right, in the Star Wars when they have that Death Star, the one,
That
the
Death
new
Star.
one, the new one,
The planet killer.
the planet killer,
Whatever.
right?
I don't even know what it's called because I didn't like the new J.J. Abrams
So,
inspired films.
It
Sorry
fires.
for those of fans. You can
Well,
like
it's
it.
got some good-
It's got elements of it,
Yeah.
but I didn't like them as a whole.
So that the planet killer fires at a planet, right?
Star Killer.
The Star Killer
Star
fires
Killer
at a
race.
planet. They're like, "Ooh, the planet, we're all gonna die!" Right? The planet is like 60 light years away, right? So, is that beam's gonna take like 60 years to get to that planet, and then it shoots like 3 times and it blows up.
It's the beam is going at hyper light speed.
Is it? Is it going through some kind of tunnel?
No, it has to. That's the only thing that makes sense because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, because I mean, you'd have time to flee.
But
You have
remember-
a generation to flee.
You don't need movies to make sense. That's
You
what
do.
a lot of action directors think. I mean,
I
look
mean, the
at,
Star Wars universe stuff makes sense.
that
although-
doesn't.
Although there's a big coincidence I want to talk about.
I mean, you can just say, well, the Force did it.
Yeah, it's all about the Force. So when you drop when
The Wizard did it, right?
When Leia, when Star Wars, big question, huh? She gets, you know, the what is the name of the ship in Star Wars that gets taken over by the Emperor, by Darth Vader in the first episode?
Tantive 4, was it? Yeah, Tantive 4.
Right. It was sold at auction. Remember?
Yes, it was.
It was sold.
Right.
It happens,
Long time ago, but
It
it was
happens
sold.
to be near Tatooine, right? It just
Right.
happens to be there.
Right.
Right. And then R2 gets
Shot out.
gets shot out. They happen to land right next to Luke. There's no coincidences over coincidence over
Oh,
coincidence.
of course,
They
right.
could have landed on the other side of the planet.
That's right.
Right? So that's the Force doing that.
Well, that's one way to explain
Okay.
it. It works for the script.
It's
There's
still
another way to
it's still a
explain it.
massive coincidence.
Well, of course, but I mean, most movies are massive coincidences for these
well,
elements
that's
to happen.
a huge coincidence.
Yeah.
Like that across the entire universe, she just happens to be right near Tatooine, just a few blocks away from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's right.
And drops her robot just a few miles away from Obi-Wan. It's like,
Well, she was going there.
was she going there?
She was going there to deliver a message to Ben Kenobi.
She was. She
Yes,
was.
yes, that's
hence,
why.
That's why they're there.
That's why they're there. Now, the fact that Vader isn't like, well, this is a little weird. Why are we back at my home planet?
Well, yeah. Well, that just the whole thing collapses.
Yeah,
once
of
you
course.
get
That's all
Phantom
something that
Menace,
came up
it's
after
like-
the fact, right?
Yeah,
Because
you
that's
recognize R2D2 and C-3PO right,
Right.
there. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's.
although
that's it.
does Vader actually see them?
No, maybe not.
And C-3PO's got new skin on him, so he
He
wouldn't
does.
necessarily recognize the protocol droid. But R2, He's very familiar with the way R2 looked all those years. I mean, you show the Clone Wars, and he's like, R2 and him are best buddies.
Now we have 170,000 people watching it.
Well, let's not do the normal show. This is the show we want to do. Star Wars Geek Talk.
Well, another question for you. I have another question for you.
Yeah.
When the Millennium Falcon lands in the Death Star to rescue Princess Leia.
Yeah.
I mean, the Death Star is big, right? How many?
It just happened to be really close.
Really close.
And then Vader and Obi-Wan are fighting really close. But it is, to be fair, Obi-Wan was trying to get back to the Millennium Falcon, so that's probably why that fight happened there.
Right, but they land like just blocks away from that prison cell.
Of course. Well, no, we might have missed a scene in the film where they take an elevator that goes through the entire Death Star.
Because it could be 200 miles away. That thing is 400 miles wide, right?
It's internal hyperspace elevators.
Internal hyperspace.
Or no, elevators.
Elevators.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Like turbo lifts from Star Trek. They go all directions.
They go really far, really
fast.
All right. Thank you for answering these questions.
You can come up with reasons to make it work.
I wanted to know what you thought.
Yeah.
It's a good,
turbo lifts.
These are good.
It's a Star Trek term.
Star Trek.
Star Trek did come before Star Wars, so.
Yes, it did. All right. Should we go into Star Trek now?
I love Star Trek.
Yeah. So, question: the
communicator.
When you tap and you go, let's say
bridge
to
Captain Picard, right?
Why does it only go to Captain Picard? Because it's this bridge, so everybody should be hearing. You call.
No, its bridge is from the person that's touching it. I think this is actually this is not a big deal. This is the person touches it, acknowledges saying bridge. Okay, probably doesn't have to say bridge, but it is like bridge or Riker to the computer knows who's talking on this thing. It's some sort of communication protocol. And then to Picard, and Picard's communicator is ID'd with him, so it knows to go to him or wherever he is on the ship.
So when Picard hears Riker to Picard, right,
Yep.
it answers. He hears Riker, right? So when Riker goes, Riker, everybody on the ship should be hearing Riker.
Why?
Because it's Riker to Picard, but the computer doesn't know it's going to be to Picard. It could be Riker to
Data. Because the computer decides.
So there's a lag.
There's a pause. Yeah,
There's
of
a
course,
lag.
just like there was with
So
the
it's
phone
not
call.
immediate.
It's not immediate.
When it goes Riker to Picard, the computer goes, wait, all right, is Riker to Picard? So when Picard
computers are
hears
so
it,
fast that there's no perceptible lag.
The lag
there's
is the length.
There's no perceptible lag.
The lag has to be the length of the sentence. The computer has to wait for the sentence to be finished in order to call Picard.
Right. Sure.
Law.
It just goes beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, it should be immediate. Riker to Picard, and Picard should
right.
know. Otherwise, the whole crew is going to hear Riker to Picard.
All right, I think we're losing the
No, it's an important question. It's an important question.
You're up to 28.
It's 28. Right. We doubled our rating. Any questions about Star Trek or Star Wars?
Yeah, any Star Wars questions?
Logical things in Star Trek?
Yeah, logical fallacies of Star
Isn't
Trek.
Han Solo the real hero of Star Wars?
Yeah, for sure.
He did save Luke a number of times. By saving Luke, Han also saved the future.
Yes, so Han Solo certainly is one of the big heroes, and he is certainly somebody that he's not really in his best interest to do that, but he does it anyways.
Yeah.
Whereas Luke is he's propelled on this direction. Han makes the decision himself.
How many times does Han save Luke? He saves him. He saves them at the end in the Millennium Falcon when they shoot Darth Vader.
Yeah, of course.
He saves him in the. He's the one who decides.
That's why Luke eventually saves Han. He's owed him from Jabba the Hutt.
But in Star Wars itself, like in Star Wars.
No, in Star Wars.
How many times does Luke save them? Han Solo. He saves them by escaping the Tatooine.
He saves all of them by taking them off planet.
Off planet.
But he's getting paid. At this point, he's getting paid.
Still.
No, he's getting paid. It's a job. He's a smuggler.
He's still saving them.
Yes, but he's a smuggler.
He's still saving their asses.
Yes, but it's not. He's not doing it for what's the word?
It's not. Yeah, it's still. Even if it's hired.
Okay, sure.
Police officers get paid.
All right.
Still call them heroes.
Okay, sure.
He gets paid. He saves them, and he saves them in the trash compactor.
He pulls them out from getting pulled down.
He pulls the big posts. He handles
the
situation.
So does Chewie.
Yeah, well, they're partners.
He saves him from the Dianoga, monster.
Yeah, he saves Luke from the eyeball monster.
But no, the Dianoga lets go because it hears the thing starting to compact.
I have a story about that thing. I told you.
He did not save Luke. Han Solo did not save Luke. It was the compactor compacting that caused that creature to run away. Maybe. That's what happened.
I found that creature.
Yes, you did at Phil Tippett's.
Phil Tippett, when I was working on Starship Troopers.
The head.
And I asked Phil,
And it was
I
in
could-
crappy condition.
And, yeah, I
wasn't it?
asked him if I could go around the shop and look at stuff. He said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And I pulled a cardboard box from under a table, and I pulled out that thing from the table, from the cardboard, the eyeball with all the things. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit, that is a Star Wars prop I'm holding," because that thing freaked everybody out when we were kids.
And well, if you were lucky enough to have the Death Star toy, which had the compactor
foam
in it, the foam
compactor.
pieces,
Yeah.
you had that Dianoga with. You never saw the rest of its body, but you did in the action figure.
I didn't know.
Viewer says Han saved Luke on Hoth as well.
That's right. Yes,
Damn
of
it.
course. Thank you. Yes.
How
And
many
that's a
times?
big one. I mean, Luke would have been a Luke-sicle if Han didn't come along. And
Yeah.
again, he went against his own. Like he's doing the real heroic stuff.
And you know he saves him at the end of he saves him from Bespin. He picks him up.
Yeah. No.
Well, he's gonna fall.
That's Han Solo's already a
He's an
popsicle
Yeah, he's a popsicle.
at that point.
Chewie saves
No,
him.
that's Chewie and
Leia.
and Leia and
And Lando.
Lando Calrissian. He's the one that actually captures him.
The
brings him
point
in.
is, in this case, is that Luke gets in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
all
Luke
the
needs
time.
his crew to save his
Yeah.
ass.
Luke never saves Han, ever.
No, he does.
When?
He goes to get him from Jabba the Hutt.
He does. Well, he's
But
not
he
dead.
doesn't save him. Leia saves him.
Yeah, Leia saves him.
Luke fuck.
He fucks up.
No, but Luke is there to break everyone out.
Well, yeah, but
Leia's part of the job, but Luke is there to break everyone out.
But he fails.
But he does. He gets trapped by the Rancor
Right
and has
away.
to fight that. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
He's a loser. Sorry to say, but Luke's got.
Well,
no-
he went through that super 2-week Jedi program with Yoda. He obviously didn't
and
study.
he
long
quits on
enough.
that.
He does.
He quits
Yeah,
on
to save
that.
his family, his friends and family.
All right, big question now.
Yeah.
And in that scene from Jedi that was cut out when they're in the desert,
The sandstorm.
the sandstorm,
Yes, right.
and he kisses Leia. What's up with that?
You would think at that point they knew that
Yeah.
in the storytelling they knew they're brother and sister.
Yeah, that's a weird one. You remember that scene? It's one of the
And
missing scenes.
I remember hearing about the scene. I didn't know that Leia was and Luke
Yeah, they
kissing her.
kiss.
They kiss in Hoth on screen,
Yeah, but that's
but it's a I'm going to make you jealous kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's a weird
I
one.
don't know
It's-
if I believe. Is anyone out there? Does in those deleted scenes when Luke puts his lightsaber together and then they get together and they're hanging out at the sandstorm before they take off? Does Leia and Luke kiss?
There's a weird moment. There's a weird
Does
I
anyone
think-
out there know?
They're asking who's the real chosen one.
Anakin, Luke, or Rey.
Okay, well, the real. All right, I got something to say here.
Okay.
This is important revelation. All right, this is gonna spread like wildfire.
I'll believe it when I hear it.
Think about it, right? Darth Vader, right? Miraculous conception, whatever, immaculate conception.
Sure.
right?
Or just the Emperor's love child.
Or, the Emperor wanting to create a super Jedi, right? Has to create a Jedi. He wants to create an Anakin. What does he do? He gets the seed of it's a seed, right? Of the best Jedi there are there, of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ian McGregor. And he uses it to create Anakin Skywalker. Darth Vader is the son of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, I've heard this theory before.
And you've heard this theory?
Yeah.
From me, probably.
No, I've heard it from someone else.
Damn it.
Well, maybe not the exact same version, but I've heard that Obi-Wan is actually the grandfather.
The grandfather.
of Luke.
And that's why Obi-Wan lets his son defeat him at the end of Star Wars in order to
Right.
show Luke Skywalker that he too must be defeated by his
I
father.
think in an alternate universe of Star Wars, that would very.
I think,
very
but it works
possible.
in this one
Yeah.
too. It works in this one. So the chosen one is who? Well, who is the chosen one? That's a big question.
My impression, based on what George Lucas has said, and it kind of makes sense, is that Anakin is the chosen one, because he's the one that ultimately kills the Emperor. Of course.
He doesn't because.
Well, no, because J.J. Abrams brings the Emperor back, which is bullshit. That just makes.
What's your language, young man?
I'm
That's
sorry,
not
but it
bullshit.
makes that whole Return of the
I know.
Jedi ending makes no. It loses all its oomph by
Maybe the
bringing the
chosen
Emperor
one is
back.
Han Solo. Maybe he's the one who's pivotal to the whole story. He's the
Well, he
one.
is pivotal.
Yeah, because basically by
He's
having a son,
he's making his own decisions.
But look, again, he has a son that ultimately defeats the Emperor. it's Han Solo's son that defeats the Emperor.
That's if you consider that stuff canon. Which
Well,
I
let's
don't.
say we do. Han Solo still becomes like the chosen one. He leads the whole story. There should be definitely should be a book written about the importance of Han Solo in Star Wars. God damn it.
Did I ever tell you, and I don't think I ever told you guys this, I actually visited the set of Star Wars episode 7. Episode 7.
7?
Yes.
Wait, I thought there was 6.
No, the first J.J. Abrams film.
Oh, that's 7.
Yes, that's
right,
7.
right.
So I was visiting Stephen Lane
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
1, 2,
UK,
3, 4,
and he
5,
was
6,
working
7.
on the film. He was a prop. He had official title like prop.
There's 9, right.
Reference person because he knew about all the stuff. He had researched everything, so he could go in and out. So I got brought to the stages when they were filming, and I got to see some of the sets. But I got to actually see a short scene being filmed where it was Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver, who I didn't know who was this guy at the time, and of course I didn't know what the character was because nobody knew about what the film was. And we went on this stage that was the Star Destroyer, and we saw they were preparing these panels in the back of the stage of you have the pointed front of the Star Destroyer where you have all the pits and everybody looks out over the green screen windows so you can see the stars, and then you have the kind of control panels in the back. So they were rigging the control panels what looked like lightsaber hits, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And the electrician was working, and the next thing we know, JJ comes on set and is like, all right, let's shoot this thing. And we're like, and me and Steven and this guy that brought us on set was like, oh, okay, this is cool. We can just stand here, and we're the only ones there watching when they're doing this. It's like a completely almost empty set. It must have been pickups. And Adam Driver goes and starts walking back and forth on the bridge of the where the windows are in his helmet, swearing back and forth, getting himself all worked up.
Oh, really?
And then he comes over, lights up his lightsaber and starts just hacking at the panel.
Oh, it's the scene where
and
he's
that's the
so
scene
pissed
that's he's pissed off, and it wound up in the film.
So
it was super cool to see that.
swearing at himself. He's like,
Yeah, he was just getting himself like worked up because he's
Wow.
seemingly somewhat method.
damn. So you
It was
have to
cool.
be careful on
It
set
was
around
cool.
Darth. What was his name again? Ren. No.
Darth Ren?
No. What's his name?
Kylo.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Yes.
I had my same little story like that, where I was working at Industrial Light and Magic. We'd rented the shop to work on Life Aquatic, and one night I stayed late, and I think it was Lauren Peterson, the model maker, says, "Oh, do you mind if we use this space?" Because we'd rented this, and I was like, "No, it's fine. Use the space. I mean, it's your shop." I'm like,
Right.
she says, "Because we're bringing some models out to the Smithsonian Institute." So I'm like, "Cool." It's Friday night. I'm like, "All right." And so he pulls out the Star Destroyer from Star Wars, the first one. The Darth Vader Star Destroyer, the big model.
Right.
Pulls it, and he's like, I'm like,
What was that? What, on wheels?
On wheels, yeah, on a cart. Wheels, and I was like, okay, cool. Then he goes back and he pulls out a land speeder, the
Speeder bike.
speeder bike,
Right.
a full-size speeder bike. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then he comes back and he pulls out the giant AT-AT, that one that folds forward. And he leaves him there.
And then
And he's
just
like, good night.
with you and these
Oh, yeah.
three
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
historical Star Wars
Yeah.
models.
So I climbed on the speeder bike, and I took a bunch of pictures of everything, and I was like, ugh.
So where are those photos?
I don't have them anymore. I don't. I lost all the Life Aquatic. Those pictures behind the scene. It was one of the guys that was there took him, and he's gone, passed away. So, but it was cool. It was like going on the land speeder, and I picked up a little tiny bit of snow from it was a set, the Hoth set. It was like fake snow. I picked up put it in a little baggie, and I gave it to a friend who was a big Star Wars fan. But it was there. It was cool. It was
That's
my
cool.
friend Miguel. Miguel might still have the pictures.
That's cool.
Miguel
Yeah, we
sent it out.
ask Miguel. I want
I'll
to see
ask
those
Miguel.
photos.
You met Miguel.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, ask him. I want to see pictures of you
On
with
the-
you
on the speeder bike.
speeder bike with hair.
The
on
speeder
your head.
bike was really cool. It was like, solid. It was big. Bullshit. Have you ever been on a speeder bike?
Well, I mean, there's no proof that I was on the set of Episode 7.
I
so-
believe you.
Well,
I
I
believe
appreciate
you.
that.
I
And
believe you.
I do believe you've told me the story before.
Yeah.
That's why I knew it was not a land speeder, it was a speeder bike.
Speeder bike. Yeah.
But the fact that you had the chutzpah to get on the
Yeah.
speeder bike, that's
it was cool.
crazy.
Especially they warned us, no pictures in the model shop.
Right.
If they catch you making a picture,
Right.
picture out of there.
Yeah,
It was
right.
like, oof. We were very adamant.
So why'd you do it?
Who cares?
How could you
It's Star
not?
Wars. How could you not? there was so many models everywhere around. There was like stuff from Cocoon, stuff from AI. There was a lot of the heads from Ghostbusters 2, the mechanical heads.
Yeah.
There was a ET on the bike. There was the train from Mission Impossible that crashes in the helicopter.
Oh, right,
that
right.
was there.
Yeah, in the tunnel.
Yeah, there was the boat from Cocoon
Right.
with all the stop motion puppets
Right.
on there. A ton of the AI buildings and all the AI underwater scene. All the stuff was there.
With Blue Fairy.
Yeah, the Blue Fairy. It was all on the walls everywhere. There was also the ship from the movie with Sigourney Weaver, where the Star Trek spoof.
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
Yes,
Quest.
they had
The Galaxy Quest
Galaxy
ship was
Quest
there,
ship
and the model shop.
and the villain ship, Saris' ship.
Yeah, those
They
are the
still
model
have
shop.
that at ILM hanging
Yeah.
in the stairway.
Yeah, they moved a lot of that stuff.
Right.
You know. Oh, and in the kitchen was the giant spaceship from with either Deep Impact or the other one. There was two. Remember, there was Deep Impact and Armageddon. Deep Impact.
Armageddon,
Deep
right.
Impact. It was a big
Right.
Deep Impact spaceship,
Right.
and on the wall was Vigo painting, the big painting
that's
of Vigo
cool, yeah.
from Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you ate underneath the giant Deep Impact spaceship.
Wow.
That was the Industrial Light and Magic. But that was the model shop.
But that was over at the Kerner building.
Update from the audience.
Yeah.
There's a kiss on the deleted scene in Return of the Jedi, but it is a kiss on the cheek. But from the camera angle, it actually looks like it's a kiss on the mouth.
Very
okay.
cool.
Thank you.
Thank
That is interesting.
And that may be why they got rid of it, because it's a very
Yeah, but
sweet-
it's honestly them taking off straight from them taking, they're flying away
Yes.
on the sand speeders, and then you see the ships take off. It's a much quicker way to move the film.
Yeah. So Leia gives a kiss to her brother.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah. Well, but not knowing that they're brothers and sister, but it's a very
Yeah.
at this point they don't know that they're related.
Hopefully you haven't slept together.
Well,
You're up to 47 now.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
So this stuff is better.
Oh, not lie.
Any more questions?
No, there's 8 right now.
Okay.
I have a question, bringing it back to the purpose of this whole thing.
Yes.
Jeff Bridges' birthday tomorrow. What is his best movie and what is his best performance? Two separate questions.
What do you think? What's yours?
Yeah. Caleb, what's your?
I love White Squall,
That's a good movie.
which I
Ridley
saw
Scott,
when I was
right?
young and was so tragic. I still think about it. I also love Hell or High Water.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
really like that film. He's great in that.
Yeah.
With Chris Pine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
good
a
movie.
good movie.
I mean, the remake he did of
True Grit.
True Grit, another great Coen Brother movie. He's amazing in it. But I think he's awesome in the King Kong, the 70s King Kong. I love him in that.
I don't love that film, but I think he is really
He's
good
really
in it.
cool.
He's really good.
Because
in it.
he's young, he's fun. He's really yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time not identifying Jeff Bridges with either two films, this film or Tron.
Tron.
But I mean, he's been in so many great movies, and he's really an interesting guy. Hell or High Water, I would say, is a great, unexpected role from him.
The first season of The Old Man, he's insanely
great.
good.
He's
in
great
the
in that
fight
too.
sequence
Yeah.
in the car
Yeah.
with the dogs, it's like, wow.
It's hard to kind of decide. And then you think about this, he's a great actor. He's also a great photographer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's taken tons of pictures on his sets, and he does put these books together with really interesting stuff. He does. Yeah, he's a talented guy. He's a talented guy.
I had no idea.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Jason,
don't know.
what's your-
I guess I would say best movie, best role, maybe Hell or High Water, maybe the remake
True Grit.
True Grit as a performance. But my favorite movie that he's in is The Big
The Big
Lebowski.
Lebowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Crazy Heart, which he won the Oscar for?
No, I did not.
That's Starman.
Starman was
Starman's
great.
a good movie. Yeah, yeah. I just recently bought that on
That
on
awesome
Blu-ray.
music for,
Yeah.
for Starman.
Great effects sequence.
Great effects sequence when he's bubbling up.
Yep.
The cool, beautiful, round spaceship.
Yeah.
Those are the time of great soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was who did that?
Music-wise, I don't know.
It was a great electronic music. Beautiful. I can't sing, but yeah, Starman was cool.
You can't sing, but you can write music.
Lyrics, but I can't write music.
You've been known to write lyrics for French films, French television, right?
Yeah, lyrics I can
One
do.
of the many things that you've done.
Strangely enough.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That's it. But I can't sing.
You can't sing.
Yeah.
Well, have you really tried?
Yeah. So, question for you, Dan.
Yeah.
If you had to choose,
Oh, not one of these again.
Star Trek or Star Wars? Like, wait. Let me see. All the props you've got, Star Wars props or Star Trek. It's a new universe. You're going to step into a new dimension universe. And in this universe, they ask you, well, Dan, we have one universe where Star Wars does not exist, and one universe where Star Trek does not exist. Which one are you going to choose? You will never be able to see them again. And anything that you've acquired, props, toys, anything, will be gone.
That's neither here nor there. The prop stuff.
All right,
Because
toys.
I collect from.
You want to be
yeah,
able
but
to
I
have
collect from the love of the films.
But you won't be able to have your Star Wars toys from your childhood.
Again, Star Wars was a big thing for me, especially Empire Strikes Back. But I mean, I really identify with Star Trek, especially Deep Space Nine and Next Generation.
So you would choose Star Trek?
Probably Star Trek. It'd be a tough decision, but Star Trek. But not the original series, like the newer stuff.
newest.
You know, Deep Space Nine and
I would have to
Next
choose
Gen.
Star Wars simply because of the toys.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the
'Cause without
toys,
those
I certainly, yeah.
Without those figurines, without those toys.
That's true. From that perspective, Star Trek for me wasn't until I was in my teenage years that I really got into Star Trek. And Star Wars, I mean, I was 5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah. Best toys ever made in the history of toys. My number one toys, Star
Yeah.
Wars toys.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
because the films were so, you could recreate the
Then
action.
Hot Wheels maybe. And Legos.
I was never a Hot Wheels guy.
Legos is
Legos,
up on
yeah.
the.
Yeah.
But Star Wars toys and Legos. I combine the two. I would make stuff in
Right.
Legos for my Star Wars figures.
Right. Well, now that you can buy Legos that are Star Wars figures.
Right, but it was for the tall Star Wars figures.
I know.
I tried to make like the Millennium Falcon for them because I couldn't get one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. They were. You was hard to find that toy in France. It was
Right.
impossible.
What was the brand of toy? Was it Palitoy there?
It was.
It wasn't
what?
Kenner, right? For the Star Wars toys.
Oh,
The
play
action figures.
something. I can't remember.
Palitoy or plate?
Play something. Yeah.
Huh. That was England. I don't know if that was. It was probably France too. I don't know.
I wonder if the
We'll
figurines.
have to call
Yeah.
Gus or Anne.
Yeah. But the title for Star Wars
They
was
would know.
really bad in France. It was La Guerre des Étoiles, the War of the Stars. It's like Jesus. It was terrible.
It should have been the Star of the Wars.
Yeah, I mean, they changed the names of everything. It wasn't the Millennium Falcon. It was the Millennium Condor. I was like, what the fuck? What the
What about
hell?
Chewbacca? Was Chewbacca?
No. It was Chic Tabac. And
Chic Tabac. What
means
does that mean?
chewing tobacco. And it was like, they were trying to do a play on words, Chic Tabac. It was embarrassing.
What about the droids?
Uh,
Were they the letters?
no, that was the same. Chic Tabac.
Han?
Darth Vader, a different name.
Really?
Yeah. It was Dark Vador. Not Darth, it was Dark. Dark Vader.
Dark Vader.
He was Dark Vader. I always knew him as Dark Vader, never Darth Vader. And it's a really long time after I watched the movie. I was probably in my 20s when I realized, wait, it's not Dark Vader, it's Darth? That's so weird. For French people,
Yeah.
they know this.
Yeah.
This is traumatic. Traumatic.
You find out what it really is.
Because the French, when they translated the movie, had no idea it was going to be a success in France. So they had fun with it. They
Right.
mocked it. They
Oh,
mocked it
wow.
in the names. They mocked it.
So
It was like-
the translation, the translated versions, were the actors not very good?
well, oftentimes they would translate with Canadian actors, so they had slight accents, which
Oh,
was
so
really
it was,
weird.
So it was from Montreal.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like I used to watch Star Trek with like all these Canadian actors, and they had slightly weird accents. And I was like, ugh. They even didn't call the Death Star. Wasn't called the Death Star. It was called the Dark Star.
Mm. Well, because Dark Vader.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? No,
You got to
like,
connect the two, you know?
Yeah. No, the Black Star, they called it.
Oh, the Black
Star. L'étoile noire, the Black Star. French.
That's very racist.
I
All right.
Look at you guys.
I think
That's
we're
the
done
bad
here.
Note, the bad note to end on.
On that note, unless anybody has any more questions or comments out there, I think we're going to let you guys go. Thanks for whoever was willing to stick around for any nuggets of non-information.
Yeah, no questions from these wise viewers that know about Star Wars and Star Trek.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah. All right, done.
Did you guys have fun?
Oh yeah, we had fun.
We do this on our own.
Oh, we do this all the time. This is just like
Yes.
when we get an opportunity, we're not working.
Yes.
We bullshit.
But thank you for answering all my questions,
Sure.
Doctor.
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime. All right, guys.
What's an episode?
I keep trying to log off here, and nobody's letting me.
What's an episode of Cinema Relics Investigates that you would like to do, both of you, that you haven't done?
Well, I've done the ones I wanted to do because I'm the boss.
Yeah. I think you should do one. Personally, I think you should do one on Nika, my wife was saying this, that you should do some on Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes, I would like to do that, but I'm told it doesn't have a big following by my
Really?
folks over here.
I mean,
Yes, Pan's Labyrinth, one of Guillermo's finest films, in my opinion.
yeah, amazing.
Amazing film, and we
Yeah.
do have some cool pieces from that.
Yeah. And we could always email Mr.
Yeah.
Guillermo and ask him what he thinks.
We'll see. He is a little busy now.
Yeah, what's he
You know,
doing?
he just finished Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. Right. But yeah, it'd be cool. I'd love to see, because you have some cool stuff from that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd
I'd love to talk to the DDT people. I've had
Did the Hellboy people?
they did Hellboy 2, and they've done a bunch of other stuff. They're Spanish-based.
Yes, the
company.
Spanish-based company.
Yeah.
They do really
They're
crazy,
really great
amazing
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
Talented.
Because you do have some Hellboy things, though. That are
I do.
really,
I have
really
a
cool.
lot of Hellboy stuff, actually.
Yeah.
I love Guillermo's stuff. I love his work. I think he's a brilliant guy.
Yeah. So maybe we
And
should do a
the-
series of
his work-
Guillermo episodes.
Yeah. We should
Hellboy
do a
1 and
Hellboy
2.
episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do 10 different Hellboy episodes. I've got so much material
Yeah.
from that film.
Because you got the big guns, right?
Yeah.
Big baby.
Got Ivan from the first film. I've got
Yeah.
I've got the Ivan's the
Skeleton.
skeleton guy that they talked to in the cemetery.
Yeah.
I've
The
got
Russian skeleton.
Hellboy's costume. I've got Ape Sapiens costume.
And you've got the ones with the doctor, the German.
Yes. Oh God, I'm having a mind blank. Dr. Crowder. Yeah, from the second film.
And you've got the big guy,
And I've got Wink from the second
Wink.
film. Yeah.
which is such an amazing
Yeah.
puppet.
Fully animatronic head and hand.
Yeah. I mean, those are
Yeah, some
really.
cool stuff. Cool stuff. But you can see that in our intro page. I think in our intro video, when we pass through the collection, you can see those in the background. Cool stuff. All right, I'm shutting this episode down.
Shut
So
it
next
down.
week-